All right, good morning, everybody. I apologize about having to cancel yesterday. I had to go to Birmingham and for a dental appointment. Why would you go to Birmingham, Alabama for a dental appointment when you live in Georgia? Because you like the dentist. And I was so happy because I was like, oh man, I'm in Alabama. Look at me. So I was all by myself and I stopped by and got me a Milo's hamburger. And I got 2 extra cups of Milo sauce, which is way too much. And they charge you a quarter for the things. Now, most of y'all don't know about Milo's. Matt
They
knows
don't
about.
charge you if you go inside.
They won't. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Well, when you're fat, you use the drive-through, right? You're too lazy to park the car and to go inside. So anyway, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I just ducked my fries in the Milo sauce, which I love. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I ate both of those things in Milo sauce. And last night I had the worst indigestion. I'm telling you, it was like I was taking Tums and all kinds of stuff. Beth gave me something, and I just kept waking up. And boy, this morning I just felt rough, and I thought, man, Milo's did me in. So I'm a little bit on the under the weather side with from my Milos. So if I have to hurl, I got a bag next to me because I've already hurled some
Did you
this
get the
morning.
sweet tea as well?
I got the Splenda sweet tea, and we buy that by the gallon right here. We buy it from the Piggly Wiggly, and I love their sweet tea, and I love they got the little crunchy ice. So Rick, when you listen to this, and Dwayne, y'all probably got no idea about the Milos, but the ice is good, the tea is good, the sauce is really good. But right now, I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever eat Milo sauce again because I just had a rough, rough, rough night with uh, with the Milo after effects. Anyway, so I missed y'all yesterday. I really did. I only put the one trade on that I posted yesterday. I didn't do much at all. I was looking at my account; it was down like $2,000. I'm like, oh man, just give me some negative deltas. So I did one broken wing butterfly. And I hadn't traded anything today, but I thought what we would do today. I've kind of neglected the AIM account, so I thought we'd look at AIM a little bit. And I need to draw my big green monsters. So let's do a little big green monsters drawing because I'm behind on my big green monster. That's why I hadn't updated my AIM account. So let's do this real quick. Like we'll do April for May. Right? So April was 4/20/72. So if you forgot ever about drawing these things, you'll get back right on it today. If I can remember how to do it, 398.18. Milo's is one of those things that that sauce. I'm one of those people that love sauces, right? So we'll draw from the 50. Make sure I remember how to do this. We'll draw from the 50. Matter if I'm doing it wrong, tell me, okay? I draw from the 50 up to the middle of that. Get it right in the middle. And then we'll extend it up to the 0. And Dwayne, I think you brought up the interesting conundrum yesterday. And that conundrum is, the market's down big yesterday. So what is a person to do, right? What are you to do when, so we move the 0 to the 200. What are you to do on a day,
Start your black swan hedge.
Yeah, did anyone start the Black Swan hedge? If you started it yesterday, oh my gosh, what did I do? If you started it yesterday, there's a good chance that you're going to get filled on your loan today, right? Now, if you started it where I started it, you're like, oh my gosh, this is the suckiest trade ever. But man, if you started it yesterday and waited a couple of days from when I did it. And that's the thing, you never know. And I think it was Dwayne that brought up this really good thing, hey, we're supposed to be selling in strength, buying in strength, all that. But when the market goes down, you've got, when the market goes down, what happens? You have positive deltas, right? I mean, it's just the opposite of what you want to happen. And you go, well, I should be selling puts on a down day. But then you really can't because it messes up your whole thing. So what do? Do you sell into strength and sell puts? Or do you, adjust your deltas? And that is a conundrum, if there ever is a conundrum. So what do you do is, in my opinion, I don't know what tomorrow brings. So I adjust my deltas to get them, more neutral. So that's what I do. So, you got to make that decision for yourself. But like Dwayne said, if you did it yesterday, if you were selling calls or doing things on the call side, then you're getting burnt today, right? You just don't know. All right. So that's SPY. Matt, did I do that right? Like I say, I'm a little under the weather, so I'm not working too good today. Now I'm working on my AIM account. So I got to remove all these old ones. And I'm doing the 10 things that I have in that account. It may be 12. So give me a second. We're going to update AIM today. So we're going to go from the bottom to the top. I think I'm just going to eyeball them so I can do it a little quicker, right? Then I'm going to go, make sure I'm on the month, I'm on the day and the 3 month. Yep, 3 month, 1 day. Then we're going to draw. Look at there, y'all. It's almost there, right? You don't necessarily have to draw it that much. You can just leave it there. But I'm going to project it out. If you go there, see, we're not going to move it much, right? I can't even see the 200 line. I think that's the 200 lines. We activate this one. We move U 0 to the 200. And then we'll go grab this. We'll pull you up here to right there. Take this one out. Remove. There. When's the last time you had a Milo's burger, Matt? It was good.
Probably definitely. It's definitely been at least a year, maybe a year and a half.
Things are good though. I love them.
But we don't have it here in Kentucky.
Yeah. If you ain't in Alabama, you can't get it, can
There was talks at one point they were going to put one in Kentucky, but probably nowhere near where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, I could go there just for the sweet tea. I mean, the sweet tea's good. Now, here's what I don't understand. So I buy mine in the Piggly Wiggly, right? And I mean, it can last for like 2 weeks. Now, if you make tea at home, your tea ain't lasting no 2 weeks. And on the thing, it says only 3 ingredients. So they're saying, hey, we don't have any preservatives in this tea. All right, so if you ain't got any preservatives in that tea, how the devil is it lasting so long? How you got that shelf life on that thing that you got? I just wonder about that. What are y'all doing? And our ice maker doesn't work in our refrigerator, and it's a pain in the butt. So we had to go to one of them little ice machines. You know, they're all over the place now. And we end up buying a bag of ice and putting it in our ice maker so that it'll work. And because I don't want to go back to the 80s and use my little cube, you know, the little plastic things. So I've been thinking really, really hard about we might get us one of those little crushy ice machines that makes that good little crushed ice. Oh, that's so good. Them little pellets. So I'm just drawing green monsters. All right. So UDAL. What else do I have in this account? I've got UMDD. And I thought we might well draw them together. This ain't the fun stuff. I don't like drawing big green monsters. It's not my thing. But I've seen how powerful they are at working, so I do draw them. I'll go up to the top there. And I'm not, you know, getting it exact on that. I'm just eyeballing them. So then we're going to go from the 50 to the middle. So I stopped by my old employer to see all the guys, you know. Not a one of them was there. I mean, the whole building was empty. I was like, what's up with y'all? And then we moved the 100 down to the 200. Got me, little baby. 100 down to 200. And the 0 to the start of the there she goes. Delete you, baby. We don't need you anymore. All right. Make it green. And name it. Where did the big green monster come from? Came from a fellow by the name of Blake Young. That's where I learned it. So if y'all don't like it, blame it on Blake. To me, though, it's exceptional. I've never seen anything quite like it. I call it voodoo. Identifies oversold and overbought conditions, because I surely wouldn't go through this painstaking process to draw these stupid things if I didn't believe it worked. You know, you may not think it works. Don't draw them. Don't use them. For me, they work. Matt's a believer. I know Matt's a believer. You see them work a few times, you go, I'll be dang. How in the world? How does that work? And 0. My only problem is, since I'm so out of it today with my barfing from going to the place, I'm like, is my focus strong enough to make sure I'm doing them right? That's the only problem. I think I am. But as Toby Keith would say, oh man, as Toby Keith, quit that. What did I do? As Toby Keith would say, hold on. What would Toby Keith say? He would say, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Now, what did I do? Hold on. Let me start over. Something just didn't feel right there. Let's go back. Hey, we all have our off days, right? You pro didn't move a lot, did it? Move from there up to about right there. There we go. Now we're going to draw our other little joker. We draw it from the 50%. to the middle of the green line, up to the zero, because we're projecting this up 200%. Beautiful.
So Bobby, I was watching the videos that Rick he posted in the chat.
And that was a Ron Bertino video, right?
Yes, yeah, very good, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm about halfway done with the first one, but I was so you're starting on the black edge. Are you going to do the space trip?
Yeah, I'll show y'all the space trip too. We'll do that. I got to go
Edge, I
back.
think was
Yeah.
one of them.
Mm-hmm. So, the way he trades that today is not the way that he teaches it in his course. So they trade it different now. They trade it as a butterfly rather than a condor. But yeah, I'll show you. But now, when I still trade it as a condor. And the reason they moved from a condor to a butterfly is because it had less legs and less commissions. But yeah, I can show y'all that definitely. Because the space strip trade is a good trade. Now, the problem with the space strip trade is it's slow, boy. I mean, it's slow. And it took up a good bit of buying power for me. That's what I found. So, I don't do them often, but it was kind of a hedge for a small move down in the market, right? So a 5-10% move down in the market worked pretty good. Plus, there was really no upside risk. So we would do them so that, the market went up, we put them on for credit. I think we put them on for credit. Seems like it was $250 credit that I would get on the e-minis. So it works really nice. Yeah. So I'll definitely go through that. So we may do that next Tuesday during our little meeting. And I think our little meeting, if everybody's okay, maybe why don't we do it like at 7 p.m.? Is that good for everybody? When we go over the black swan hedge again?
I'll have to probably come in later because that's when we're putting Caroline down.
Oh, I can we move it to 7:30 or 8 if you want to.
Well, I'll just have to jump in. I'm sure you'll record it for us.
Oh yeah, we'll record it. We will record it. Yeah, I want y'all to get all. Oh God, man, what are you doing, Bobby? You stupid fool. Yeah, I want y'all to get. I want y'all to know everything about it, and I'll teach you everything that I know about it. I was hoping that Ken was going to be here today. He wanted me to talk about starting your own hedge fund. I think he's all excited.
Isn't Thursday his date day?
Yeah, it is. So we'll talk about that more tomorrow. I was prepared to talk about it while I was drawing all this stuff today. First thing you need to do is say, why do you want to manage other people's money? You need to ask yourself. Because you can make enemies really quick, right? If you manage people's money and you lose money, especially with family. Oh my gosh, you can mess people up. So you got to think long and hard. Do I want to manage someone else's money? And the best thing to do is say, listen, I'm the worst trader on the planet. We could lose it all. I've had success in the past, but a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. I mean, that's what you tell them, right? And it's like that gentleman, that approached me and said, trade my money, trade my money, trade my money. And I said, no, 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 no. Tell me how many times I tell him, no, 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 dude. He just wouldn't give up. So I said, okay, I'm the worst trader on the planet, but I'm better than I used to be. So he's put in 35,000. And I traded, and so far so good. So far so good. But I tell him, we could lose it all, baby. Let you know. I've already done spy, so now I got to do jump. We almost got all these now. We're almost here, y'all. Y'all stay patient. The next thing you need to do is you need to set you up. It costs $240, $200, $190. I forget what it is, $175. You need a 45-minute consultation with Mr. Green at greentradertax.com. He's the dude when it comes to taxes and hedge funds. Greentradertax.com. Go in there and book you a 45-minute consultation with him. And he'll send you some questionnaires that'll get you to think, right, on what you're doing. Now look at that one, y'all. That's beautiful, isn't it? The 50, my little 50% is right in the green. This is a great normal distribution. There is nothing to do. I like it. So then you go through it with him for 45 minutes. And he will give you a wonderful write-up in the email that'll tell you pretty much all you need to do to get started. But now he's not going to form your documents for me and all that. And he will put you in touch with an attorney, probably in your state. So, you know, if Ken is wanting to do that, well, Ken's in my state. So Ken will probably use my attorney. So I can give you my attorney's name, who they say is the best in Georgia. And so then they set up your, you pay them the fee. They tell you what the future fees will be. So it's not inexpensive. And it takes a good bill of money to put these things together. Now look at that, y'all. It's almost there, right? It's almost there. On this URTY. So you can draw it or not draw it. And they'll give you the info that you need. And then you see how to proceed. And then for a while, you need to be in a incubator status, right? Where you're just trading your funds and maybe your partner's funds. And you do that for a while. Where's the 400? Where's the 200 line? Is it? Why isn't it showing me my 200 line? I think it's there though. I'm gonna move this down just a little bit. All right. So, you got to think about that. You got to think about what's your goal, what you want to do. And they'll get you started up. Now, do you have to have any special licenses or anything? Chances are no, right? Unless you're going to be a humongous fund. So there's no special anything that I had to do. I didn't have to, I didn't have to take the series, 53 exam, anything like that. So if you get too big, you may want to do some of those, take some of those exams, but you don't have to do that. And they set you up with your documents. What am I doing? April for May. Design for green. All right, so we just did this on URTY. We're almost finished. ULE. I thought about doing this early this morning and just having this done, but then I thought, everybody probably needs to see this again. We don't do this enough. So ULE. Well, it's a big one. Look at this. Start at the bottom. I'll get my right one, Bob. Get your right one. So y'all may be running your hedge fund one day, but like I say, you're already running a hedge fund. You just don't realize it. You're running your hedge fund. This is your business. And we got to treat it like a business. It's in a side hustle, in a side gig. It's a dang business. You got to treat it that way. If you don't, you're going to not put the time and effort into it, and you'll end up Losing all your money. We don't want that. God, we don't want that. Of course, I've lost all my money several times. Oh, heck, Bob, we need to take that to the 200. And the 200 ain't on my screen. There it is. So take it seriously. Gosh, man, what are you doing, Bob? What the crap? Activate that again. Take it up to 200. People saying, Bobby, now that you're fully retired, what are you going to do all day? You know, you going to trade all day? Crap, no. I got ducks to water. Who wants to do this all day? Much as I love it, I don't want to do it all day. I want y'all to do this in 30 minutes, an hour, and go enjoy your life, right? This is no life. It's no life to sit behind a screen and do this all day. That's why I got out of the zero DTE stuff. Can you imagine? Yesterday was Wednesday. Can you imagine me doing zero DTE and going to the dentist? No. And I got to have my wisdom teeth cut out. Now, I'm not happy about it. I put it off, He said, Bobby, I know you've been putting this off for 30 years. But, dude, it's time. And I'm like, I don't know, Doc. I don't know. So we got an appointment for June 24th. And then Beth says, you can't do it June 24th because we're going on vacation June the 27th to Myrtle Beach. And I can't have you in pain or discomforted while we're doing that. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. So now I got to pop it into July. Y'all ever had y'all's wisdom teeth taken out? I ain't looking forward to that. I said, look, if y'all give me Halcyon and we can get my special, silly sauce, I said, I think I'll be fine. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I have had one root canal in my life. And it was the most pleasurable experience of my life. I've never been so happy. I was on Halcyon and the silly sauce, and it was really good. They could have done anything to me. Al Qaeda could have been in my, in my room saying, "Hey, Ali Akbar, we're about to cut your head off," and I would have been like, "Okay, that's all right. I got no problem with it." I was that good. They could have done everything. Bob, what are you doing? What are you doing, friend? Gotta get this. They could have took the infidel and done whatever they wanted. So I'm hoping that's going to be the same thing with my wisdom teeth. And then they're like, okay, we probably need to do an implant here. And I said, implant? Oh my gosh, who wants that? And I said, listen, if we're going to do that, if y'all going to start implanting stuff, I said, I'm going Hollywood white. She's like, I don't blame you. I said, I'm not coming out here until my teeth look like chitlets. I said, Paula Dean smokes like a darn freight train, and her teeth is white as chitlets. And it's because, she's, and my little hygienist said, oh, yeah. I said, them things ain't real. And I said, well, I ain't going home until I got Paula Dean's. So she said, okay. Then they showed me the price. And then I was like, gulp, 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 gulp. But then I thought, well, Papa Joe is sending me all these $3,000 checks for my kids, right? What does that mean? So I got 5 kids. That's like $15,000 they send. And I said, what are you doing, Bob? Unbelievable. Hold on a minute, y'all. I'm getting all. So I'm like, since Papa Joe's sending me all that money, we'll just use my kids' money on my teeth. Because you want your daddy to have really nice teeth, right? By the way, my 11-year-old, y'all, that's gonna cost me some money on those teeth. That boy he could peel an apple through a hog wire fence. I ain't even joking. I thought he's probably gonna have that stuff that comes on the outside, that all that equipment, the head mask. Ain't no telling what that boy's gonna have to wear. I mean, he got some choppers. Whew. But we'll get it fixed. I told Beth, I said, let's get it fixed before he has his little, first prom or something. You don't want him, you know, you don't want him looking all crazy for the prom and his little girlfriend. So we'll get that fixed up. He's like, Dad, I don't even like girls. I said, son, I didn't either. I said, and then they'll get you in trouble. Trust me. So we'll get his little teeth fixed with Papa Joe's money. All right, TQQQ. But I have excellent dental insurance, so that helps out. AGQ, it pays 50% on braces. AGQ. Silver. Matt, did you wear braces back there in the day? I had them, but you wouldn't know it today. That's why I said, hey, let's go with these Lumineers. I don't want the veneers where they got to chisel your teeth down, but the Lumineers, they just stick them on. And just put a little glue on there and glue them on. I said, I could do that. But it's like $800 a tooth. I mean, it's like, so I'm like, don't do it to no tooth you can't see. If you can't see them, just leave them. But all my back teeth and all are, pretty good. But teeth can be expensive, boy. Oh, Lord, help us. All of us should have went into dentistry. And then Abby, my teenager, she's already got her braces off. But that was a fortune. Oh my gosh. And Beth's like, oh, I love our Dr. Woodall. Oh, he's so good. I said, yeah, he's good. He sends us Christmas cards. I said, well, hell yeah, he better send us Christmas cards because of the money that we pay this joker. So we get Christmas cards and Valentine cards and all kind of cards from him. And I'm like, yeah, he needs to send me more. I mean, I need at least I need a fruit cake for Christmas for the amount of money that we pay this guy. And all 5 of my kids are going to end up going with him.
I did have braces.
How long do you have to wear them?
Well, I got them twice. I got them on in 3rd grade.
Third grade?
Until about 6th grade.
You got ripped off, dude.
And then I think I got them back on in 6th or 7th grade and off a year later. So went in 3rd grade, it was just the top braces. Mm-hmm. And then later on, it was top and bottom.
So your mama must have been real scared about your teeth. She must have said, because she,
Oh, she knew. Apparently, my dad had the same teeth that I had. I could eat corn through a fence.
Yeah, I got you.
So I was tired of getting made fun of.
So now you got nice teeth. So that's good. Well, let me tell you about my experience with braces. I got braces too, right? It was after I was out of high school. So it wasn't something that mom and them paid for. It was something I paid for. And then I just quit going back to my orthodontist. I just stopped. I didn't like it. He was in Birmingham. I didn't want to do it. So you know what I did? I pulled my braces off. I pulled them off with a pair of pliers. Now you tell me that ain't hardcore.
I don't know if it's hardcore or something else.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit of insanity there. Well, I got it in me. I get it honest. But I pulled those chokers off. So now I'm going to get my chitlet teeth. I'm pretty excited about it. All right, so UBT. That's the last one, y'all. All right, we spent 37 minutes doing that. That was good. All right, but we talked about life too, which is good, right? We talked about life. So now let's go to our little AIM thing. Let's see how we're looking. AIM did terrible yesterday, y'all. Oh, it was just horrible and pathetic. Where's my AIM little camp? Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, AIM. Here we are. So AIM is up 700, 595 today, 491. Boy, it's moving quick. So it's up 1,200 on, it's up 3,200 on the year, right? So that's really good. So that's almost 10% in what, a month and a half? That ain't bad. So here's my positions on stocks. Now I do have options too, right? I've been putting in broken wing butterflies and all kind of stuff. So let's kind of see what we need to do today. So I'm going to update my AIM. So keep in mind, if you want to run simple AIM, then you need to run it from the AIM dashboard, which is telling me buy 8 shares, sell 2 shares. But no, Bobby couldn't do that. Bobby couldn't do that. So Bobby had to come up with his own little deal, which I am affectionately calling the hot hand. I'm going with the hot hand. Now, I want to look at SPY first, right? So the beta SPY is 1. What's the IV rank? So I'm going to look. I'm going to show you where I'm going to get it. I'm going to go off screen to get all this, right? So I'm going to get IV ranks from here in Tastyworks, right? So IV rank of SPY is, where's it at? 30.8. Wow, look at that. So I just want you to know where these numbers are coming from when I'm in. But there's no reason for me to go to Lacello's thing and do what he says, because my little thing is doing well today, right? It's doing so good and no need to change. So I kind of like what I've done. So the IV rank here is 30.8. I just like seeing what everything is. So let's update everybody. The beta automatically comes in. So let's say UMDD is 35.2. All these are going up, right? So UBT 26.3. Ultra Electronics ULE. ULE is ULE. I got it in there, don't I? 17. AGQ Silver is 15.9. URTY is 32.7. And I hadn't made any changes in this count in a couple of weeks other than putting stuff on in the options world. TQQQ is 44.5. But I'm going to really look at SPY to tell me how much I need to go to cash and how much I need to put into stock. So UDAO is 21.3. Ugly is your kids is ugly and your mama dresses you funny. Ugly is 11.5. Oil, UCO, is 26.1. Oh, crap. What's wrong? 26.1. UPRO is 42.4. Wow. Look at that. O is 10.2. The old real estate. Junk is 28.7. Everyone needs a little junk in the portfolio. Okay, so we got all that, right? Okay. Now, what we'll do now is we're going to look at their 5-day return. How do I get that? That's quite easy. And if you need me to help you with this, we'll do it one-on-one. But what I do is I do a comparison chart of all my positions. See this? And then I'll go to 5 days. Okay, so it'll give me the 5-day. I say it'll give me the 5-day. I guess it's doing it. It looks like it's why does that look like it's what are you doing, little friend? Okay, I guess that's the 5-day, right? And then it's just taking a while. All right, here it is. All right, so here's the 5-day returns. Holy Shimon, look at this. Everything is a negative. Wow, over the last 5 days. How cool is that? Don't watch this first one, right? That first one can be tricky. So you got to make sure it's got the one that's next to it. But look at that. All of them are negative over the last 5 days. Interesting. So I'm basically, putting in this percentage. That is very cool. Wow. When everything starts going down, what does that mean over the last 5 days? Everything. So the 5-day percentage is UMDD is negative 12.48. Unbelievable. UBT is negative 5.42. We're trying to find the hot hand, y'all. What's performing best? ULE, and we're just going to go with it. ULE is negative 1.04. AGQ negative 0.95. URTY is negative 11.2. TQQQ, negative 12.23. And UDAL, negative 3.87. Ugly, negative 0.99. UCO, which is our oil, is negative 0.95. All of them down. That is really interesting. UPRO, negative 6.43. Right. O is negative 3.81. And junk is even down. Junk is our highest performer, though, negative 0.42%. And the SPY in the last 5 days is negative 2.11%. Who would have thunk that the market would ever go down? All right, now we'll go to 1 month return. So what I do, I take this same chart, right, with all these little percentages on it, and I go and click 1 month right here, 1 month. And it takes it a while, but it populates. So you see AGQ is our best performer. So now let's enter those little percentages into our thing. And, we're allowing different weights for all of these things, but it's kind of cool. So UMDD, UMDD is, oh man, where is it? There it is, negative 5.64. Wow. A lot of change in the last month, right? Since I last did this. UBT, negative 2.29. Beautiful. ULE, negative 1.66. No, it's just 1.66. Come on, Bob, get it together. 1.66. UBT, making sure that was right. Yep. All right, AGQ, 12.07. That's our biggest performer over the last month. URTY is negative 9.30. TQQQ is our worst performer over the last month. That's the NASDAQ, right? Negative 17.57. UDAL is 4.11. Ugly is our third best performer of last month, 8.53. Pretty good. UCO is our second biggest performer, 10.94%. UPRO, negative 1.51. And O is negative 0.79. Junk, almost stable, negative 0.06. And the SPY is almost flat, negative 0.29. Beautiful. All right, 3-month return. Well, you know what to do there. You take the same exact chart, right? Same exact chart. And we're going to hit 3 months. Now at the bottom from our trading view, give it a second to populate, and we'll enter these percentages to the right. Takes a little while. That's why I switched from doing this daily. Of course, the big time thing is doing once a month your big green monster. All right, so 3-month return on UMDD is 9.18. UBT, negative 12.25. ULE, negative 1.23. AGQ, negative 6.41. And ERTI, whatever that is negative 21.45. That's our worst performer over the last 3 months. So that's the Russell. The Qs are next to the last, negative 18.95. UDAL is our best performer, 24.49 over the last 3 months. UGL, flat, 0.38. And UCO is, where you at, little baby? Where are you? Our second best performer, 17.42. And UPRO is our third best performer, 12.20 over the last 3 months. O is 4.30. Junk, pretty flat, negative 0.89. And the SPY is 4.28. Positive. How about that? All right. Now, what we want to do is record our big green monster. Is it fair value? And also on that same chart, we'll do whether it's the EMA. So I'll show you a couple of those. And then we'll, so to do that, I can do this on my volume profile chart. Yeah. So we'll start out with the top one, UMDD, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so UMDD, where's price? It's in the fair value range, okay? And price is below the 20, the 50, and the 200. So just make sure everybody knows, where I'm getting that from. So you guys are old pros with the oversold, overbought area. So I'm gonna move that over to the side. I wish you could kind of see it too, but we'll move it over to the side where I can enter these a little quicker, and then we'll make the trades, which is the fun part. So UMDD, big green monster, it is in the fair value range. Yep. And it's below. Should I go below, and below? All right, good. Now we go to our next one, UBT. Don't do it, Bobby. Stop it. UBT is in a fair value, and it is below. Fair value, below. All right, nothing to change. ULE. ULE is fair value, and it is below, and above. Beautiful. AGQ. is in the fair value. Look at that, isn't that cool? And it is below, below, and above. If y'all got any questions or want to see any of these, let me know and I'll pop it up over here. All right, so now we'll go to URTY. URTY. URT. Oh, let's see. Hard to see. This one is, let's see, that's fair. So that's oversold and that's overbought. So it's overbought. URTY is overbought. And it is below, 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 below. Notice how it's changing the number of shares I should sell as I move these, right? So it's underperforming. So now it says sell 10 shares. It did say sell 4 shares. Very cool. All right, TQQQ. I like technology to do my work for me. My friend's going to try to, he's going to try to make this into software. Isn't that cool? So it's in fair value range, TQQQ, and it is below, below, below. So now it says buy 1 share, right? But watch what happens. If you say it's underperforming, now it's saying do nothing. Now if I move this one below, hey dude, sell 2 shares. Well, what about if it's below it's 200? It's saying dump even more, right? Sell 9 shares, baby. I like it. All right, so that's TQQQ. Let's do UDOW. UDOW is fair, and it is, oh my gosh, I got to think about this one. It's UDOW. Which one's a 20 and a 50? There's a 20. It's above its 20. It's below its 50. And it looks like it's below its 200. Interesting. Sell 1 share. All right, so then we go to ugly. Ugly. Ugly is in, there's fair, so that's overbought, so it's oversold. Ugly is oversold. So it says buy 15 shares, right? Watch what happens when you do oversold. That says buy 21 shares. And it is above, above, above all of its moving averages. Above, above, and above. Good. Now that says buy 27 shares. Look at that. All right, so let's go to UCO. Ain't no woman like a one I got. Oh, she make me feel good. All right, it's in the fair value. UCO is in the fair value. Funny how most of them are. We would expect it. And it is below, below, below. So it says buy 8 shares. Not after we get finished with this. Below. Below. They'll have a selling shares time we finish it. Below. Look at there. Sell 6 shares. All right. So UCO. Now we'll go to UPRO, which is the ultra, 3 times ultra S&P 500. Hard to tell. Let's see. Let me read that candle. That is in the, there's a fair, there's an oversold. So UPRO is oversold. And it is below, below, below. Below, below, below. Below. There we go. Let's go to O. O. O is, let's see, there's fair. Okay, so it's in the fair value range. O is in a fair value range. You only have to do the green monsters once a month. And it's below, below, below. Below, below, below. Okay. And then we've got junk. Junk. Seems like the majority of my portfolio is always junk. So this is oversold. And it is below, 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 below. And I like just looking at what SPY is. So let's look at SPY. It doesn't change the calculations for anything, but I like just seeing it because it's going to help me make decisions on what I'm going to do with how much cash I'm going to allocate. So it says now that we're oversold, and we would think that, right, with the couple of days that we've had in the market. So we're oversold condition. It is below, 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 below. Okay. So the only other thing we got to do is our linear regression channel. Is it pointing up? Is it sideways? Or is it down? So let's go pull that so you can see what it looks like. And I'll show you first for UMDD, and then I'll do most of them off screen. All right, UMDD. So let's see, how do I do this? Here's my comparison chart. So I'm gonna go load chart layout. So I'm gonna load my linear regression. And so that way you can keep both of them. You know, you save this tab so you can always open this. Come on, little baby, give her to me. Come on, come on, little internet. Maybe if I close it, here we go. All right, so that shows you our linear regression channel. I'd like to pull it up first for UMDD. And I do this on the monthly, right? I want to make sure this is on the 1 month. Wow. Zoom out, dude. All right. Well, I think it's clear. Make sure that's 1 month. Yeah. All right, that's clear. That's up. All right. So move that to the side. So UMDD, linear regression, is up. Okay, so that doesn't make a change there. UBT, and some of these you just got to guess, you know, is it kind of, would you call it sideways or would you call it up? So UBT, I'm definitely calling this sideways. What's this, y'all? This is what it looks like. See it? I mean, it's sideways. There she is. I'm calling UBT sideways. So instead of down and buying 14 shares, I'm going to say it's sideways. And so now it says buy 16 shares because that's more favorable, right? It's not pointing down at least. So it's wanting me to buy more shares. All right, so we got UBT. Let's do ULE. ULE. ULE is pointing a little bit upwards. Okay, we'll keep it there. AGQ. AGQ is pointing upwards. Good. URTY. And these don't change very much, right? It's been a couple of weeks since I've done these, so some of these may change. URTY is definitely down. So that one has changed. URTY is down. Oh! Changed everything further out. Don't worry. Just do this. Find another one. Control C. Control V. There. Fixed it. All right. TQQQ. Fat baby's going to the dentist today. Best taking her right now. Never have liked going to the dentist. I think my dentist went, TQQQ is definitely down. So it had me selling 7 shares. Watch what happens when I go down. Oh! Don't worry about it. Hold on. TQQQ. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me go. See. TQQQ. Control V. Up. Change it to down. Interesting. Control V. There. Now I got to make that white. There. All right. UDAL. But I think my dentist, when I was little, my sister believes this too. You know, he knew, hey, I got, you know, Bobby and them in here. UDAL's pointing down. Okay, good. ugly. And I think he intentionally filled every tooth in our head. And we don't think that we had those. And that's why I had terrible experiences with the dentist as a child. He filled every tooth in our head. UGL is up. And, you know, he didn't have the best. Dr. Sullivan was his name. He didn't have the best bedside manner either. He was kind of a jerk. UCO is up. How about that? UCO up, up. Oh man, I gotta fix what I don't know why it's doing that. If you'll do one that's working right, Control C, and you'll Control V it there, it works. Okay. Sideways was UPro. I got a feeling UPro is going to be down over the last month. And then to kind of talk to everybody else, and everybody else is like, well, come think of it, he filled every tooth in my head too. We just thought we didn't brush our teeth right. Come think out, he was just filling teeth. Hey, look, there's a tooth. Let's fill it. So UPro is down. Where's it at? So that started my scaredness of the dentist. So when you find a good dentist that takes care of you, you'll travel 2 hours to go see him. UPro 0. Because I tried Georgia dentists and I just don't like Georgia dentists. Don't know why. All right, so O is definitely down. O was up before, but now little O is down. So it had us selling 2 shares. What happens when we say it's going down? It's saying, Control C, Control V. It'll say sell 4 shares. Junk, 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 junk. And this is our last input. You're saying, Bobby, I couldn't do this. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. So junk is down too. So junk was sideways, but now junk is pointing down. Come on, little girl. There you go. Oh, man. Control C, Control V. Fix it. There we go. And then I do like looking at SPY. I just want to, if I want to be able to look and see what SPY is doing, I got a feeling SPY is also looking down over the last month. And indeed it is. So I'll change that to down. All right. So now I got to make a decision on how much I want to be in cash and how much I want to be in stock. So, and I base that off what I see on the S&P 500. So it's down 2%. 1 month return, it's down. It's up 4% over the last 3 months. It's oversold. So you'd think it'd be going back up, right? Linear regression, though, is pointing down. It's below all of its averages. So I go to my variables tab, and right now I have 90% of my money in stocks. Okay. So based on what I'm seeing, right, I don't buy this little rally that we're having today at all. So I'm actually going to go, I don't want to be as long the market. And basically all of these things are giving me, long stuff. So now this is going to change everything, right? Keep in mind where it says sell 4 shares. Watch what happens if I change my variable to say, hey, now I'm going to only be 80% in stocks because, I'm not buying the rally today. I'm just kind of taking things out. So we go back to allocation and it changes all of these, right? It changes all of this stuff. So I think that's where I want to be, 80% in stock. So I'm going to be selling a lot of stuff, but on some things I'm going to be buying, right? So let's try to do that. Let's see what we can do here. Let's bring up I'm going to move this over to the side so I can see the instructions because it tells me what to do. And we'll execute some trades and then I'll let y'all go. This is kind of cool here. So let's bring it back. So we're going to get a little more cash, right? So we're having a great day today, but we were down like 1,200 yesterday. So Thursday's going to be aim day. So aim day, let me move my thing where I can easily see my instructions. I'm going to sell 6 UMDDs. I'm going to sell 6 UMDDs. So UMDD. So you got a bid and an ask, right? So I hit the hold on. So I'm going to not buy, but I'm going to sell 6 of those. All right, let's get out of 6 of those. Cha-ting, cha-ting. And we're out. Okay, on UBT, we're going to buy 9 shares. So go back to positions. UBT. UBT. Where are you, little boy? There you go. We're going to buy 9 shares of UBT. So we hit the ask. And we go change this to 9. Let's buy 9 shares of that. So we're going with the hot hand, y'all. That's what we're doing. All right, UBT. All right, ULE. Go back to positions. ULE. What are we doing with ULE? ULE, we're buying 37 shares. Unbelievable. 37. Look at us. Big time. We're big time traders. 37 shares of a stock. And we're filled. All right. So do nothing on silver, AGQ. URTY. URTY, it is telling us to unload 11 shares. So we'll hit the bid on URTY and we'll unload 11. Make sure you keep that little negative in there. Let's sell them, baby. Let's rack them. All right, that's URTY. TQQQ. What are we doing with you? TQQQ. We're selling 10 shares. TQQQ. Selling 10 shares. Taking the money and running. -10. Fill me, baby. There we go. So we sold those. UDOW. Sell 1 share. Look at us. UDOW. Selling 1 share. UDOW. 1 measly stinking share. This account has done so good, y'all. Now, I don't know if we found something, you know, what are we doing, you know, but it's working so far. All right, and we're filled. UDOW, UGL, ugly, wants us to buy 26 shares of ugly. Are you sure? Are you sure? Ugly. So let's buy 26 shares. Ugly. 26. And then we may do 1 options trade before I let y'all go. I said I was going to let you go. All right, so we bought 26 uglies. Well, something's working still. All right, so we did our uglies. UCO, our oil. You getting us out of oil? We got all this pipeline stuff going on. Why do you want to get us out of oil? All right, AGQ. It's telling us to, no, UCO. That's our oil in it. UCO is saying sell 6 shares. All right, UCO had me sell 6 shares. UPRO, sell 5 shares. Okie dokie. UPRO, sell 5. 5. Okay, then. Oh, you're not filling me? There you go. UPRO. Oh, sell 8 shares. Maybe Ken was right. He's getting out of O. So are we. Our thing is saying to sell 8 of them. Oh, so we'll sell 8. And we'll do an option. So we'll see what our Greeks are after this. Should have seen what my Greeks were before we did this. Okay, so we're out of O. Junk. We're going to buy 3 shares of junk. Junk. Buying 3. Okay, so buy 3 there. There we go. Now let's see if we got anything working or did we get filled in everything? Just like we did, right? There's no working orders. Beautiful. Now let's look and see what our Greeks are, because I'm still doing Greeks in this. So, we got realized profits and everything except URTY. We took a loss in that one. Delta is 177. Vega is negative 25. Theta is positive that. So, I kind of want to neutralize the delta a little bit. So what do? We do the same thing we've been doing in the other account. Make sure my buying power, option buying power. I don't have a lot of option buying power, right? And I don't have a lot of stock buying power because I'm utilizing a lot of the account in different trades. But let's go to SPX and let's see if we got enough buying power. We should. Here's where all of our positions are. So what if we went out 19 days? We got positions in all of these. We'll go out 19 days, get us a little bit of negative delta with a long call butterfly. So our deltas are 178 now. So we're going to pull this little leg out here. I say we're going to pull this little, there we go. And we move this down to about the 30% probability, our middle strike, right? So we'll go strikes. Move that down to about 30. We've been getting a really good premium on the call side. So look at there, I'm bringing $2.05. That gives me deltas of negative 1.38. That probably will end up being 13, right? So if we're positive 180 here, let's see what that will do for us. Working. And let's go to our activity tab. Let's work it a little bit. Let's get our field. Replace order. So we were at 205. Let's go down to 195. Nothing. Jack, squat, crap, nothing. It's the only problem with our little butterfly trades, right? Our broken wing butterflies, we have to move them around a little bit. And you can let it work. I'm trying to get this field. I don't have to worry about it today. Let's go down to 190, 185. See if we get field. We should get field here. Yep. So we took our deltas from 180 to 166. Rome wasn't built in a day. We don't need to neutralize this all at the same time. So we're feeling good. We're up $505 today, even though we were down $1,200 yesterday. And for the year, we're up $3,000 on a $35,000 account. Hooray. All right, guys, great session today. Thanks for the patience and putting on the big green monsters. Hopefully that was something that was good for you. You need any one-on-one time, let me know. I'm here for y'all. See y'all tomorrow.